Well, a good example is Fight Club. If you look, it'll have like 3 stars or less than that. That's because they don't want you to watch it.
Really? I think
Yeah.
when they hype it here or when they bring it there, it gets 4 stars. So usually the thing is you have yeah, sometimes that's the problem with 4 stars, which is the highest you can get in um here. So that it looks a little some movies are super strange and
Lorelai, stop.
it's telling me it's starting in 3 minutes and 87, no, so 28 uh seconds. What is this about? No, now it starts really. Now you're live. YouTube is just
I don't feel alive. Lack of caffeine. What are you doing down there?
ah that was
I see
strange.
what you're doing. I have the camera switched on. What are you doing down there? Don't eat the zipper on the pocket.
That's a good starting for every live stream. A cockatoo who chose Donpur. So hello and welcome everybody to the Chloe Sanctuary live stream.
Hello, guys. Say hello. You can say all kinds of things. You can say hello. You're gonna make me zip that pocket closed, aren't you? Yeah. If I don't do that, you're gonna eat the pocket. Sugar, what are you doing up there? Hmm?
Such a
Find the
good
light switch.
looking sugar bird. She looks pretty happy and healthy again.
Yeah, she's been having fun tearing the tissues out of the tissue box I gave her. So.
Mm. I'm happy that she's that quick back to normal after that incident.
Wants a new toy. She's got 2 toys in there now, but she wants a new one. So all that cutting wood this morning, cutting and drilling.
So our first chatter is here. It's Falcon Sue. Hey,
Hey,
Falcon Sue.
Parkinson.
Good to have you here.
Sugar bird, sugar bird.
Mhm.
Sleeping Beauty over there.
Then Jem and Jamie is here, so welcome. Jem and Jamie, good to see you.
Hello, guys. This one, this Jasmine started talking to me this morning. She's a good talker, but she doesn't do it too often. So she's like, "Hi, how are you? What you doing?" You just rattled off a bunch of English at me, didn't you? No, she's pretending she's always been asleep now. Are you taking a break down there? Okay, take a break.
To me, it looks like she is the last couple of meetings a little closer to Sugar since you put her in a collar. I think Jasmine is not okay with that.
Yeah, I hated doing it. Boy, she hates being in the collar.
Mm,
I can't say the word hate because we don't have that emotion, but she's not.
mm,
She tries to get out of it and she complains the whole time.
mm. Now, Jasmine and Sugar have not only in common that they are both Moroccan aunties, but they also have had their experience with collars. And the problem is, most of the time we don't need it, but in some severe circumstances, like last week, or one time, I think that's a couple of months ago now, when Jasmine started to chew her chest again. So there's no way around to keep the bird safe by saving his life, keeping a collar around. And that's the problem when feather plucking goes too far. When actually feather plucking, most people say, well, the bird doesn't look good, but then they start to make their first scripts in the skin, and then it comes to mutilation, and that is life-threatening. So that's why we try to give you all the knowledge about feather plucking and what it causes and how one can fight it. And yeah, we hope it spreads around the world, that someday everybody has the knowledge.
I mean, yeah, they live so long. Even if we can shut down the bird stores, it's still going to be a long time while they're in captivity.
Mm. Well,
And
the
the only,
first step is, even if they are bred in captivity, that we get away from keeping them or just stealing the eggs from the parents. So the actual thing is, what's the problem when a bird who becomes over 80 years stays the first couple years with his parents? Actually, nothing. It's only the price, the money for the breeder
yep,
and people, what they are willing to pay for it. And that's the problem.
yeah, you can't focus on something like that that has to do with living creatures and care only about the money. It doesn't work.
Mm.
That's part of the problem with capitalism in general. It's just all focused on money and how much you can make, not what you can do. Right, little girl? You want to eat my finger? No,
Mm.
no.
And that's the thing, they need to be raised by the flock, and that's why usually most budgie owners, as they don't face this problem, because at least here in Europe or so, it's or in Germany, it's pretty common that the parents raise the budgie, so they usually get the time they need with the parents and their siblings and everything. So, but I've
The only
even
thing
seen
you,
in the internet that there are people who take the budgie eggs away and hand raise it, and that's always an issue.
yeah, that is.
And budgies are super smart, right, Don?
Yes, they are. Yeah, they are smart.
But we are happy to have you here.
I
We hope
sugar.
your day is okay
Okay.
so far. If not, we hope sugar helps you out of your deep emotions, or these umbrella bundle over there.
But you can see it in humans too. A good example is if you see kids that start chewing their nails, and if the parents don't do anything, next thing you know, they have bloody fingers. Um, and again, they chew their nails because of anxiety, but it's not life threatening for them like it is for these guys.
Mm.
Is it? Is it, little girl? You gonna whine?
Oh,
At
Shug,
least
you
you give
look
me.
really good. We love you, Shug. Yes, we do.
She'll give me a little time usually, but she wants that hand back, don't you?
Mm.
Lets me rest my arm now. I trained her to do that. Well, the word train isn't quite right. We've worked together on that so that I can rest my arm because I can't hold it up all day long, can I, kid? Yeah. What you doing up there, little girl? Hmm? Yeah, is it still asleep? KK, she's hanging out. Oh, you want a piece of wood, KK? Would that make your life better? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crunch, crunch.
Oh, Rosebud Atkins is here. So welcome, Rosebud. Good to see you.
Hi, Rosebud. Oh, now you're gonna whine at me again? Yeah. That was all the time you're gonna give me? Right? Hello. Oh, baby.
Hmm.
The sugar bird.
Look at that cuddle puddle.
And the voyeur.
Mm-hmm. Well, he somehow likes to be with them. That looks so sweet. Wing hogs.
They're cute. Aren't you guys? You talking about me? Don't talk about me. Why? Really? Uh, 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 uh. I see some. All I did was call you guys cute, and you have to come over and hang out with me, huh? Is that the way it works? Hmm? Is the bird? He's so boy. What you doing, Lorelei? You're angling towards the pocket, or what? Yeah, you are. Oh, okay. See if I can give them this. Ah, hey, you guys, hold on a sec. Ah, I've got just a few of these left that I can zipper something in them so you can't get to it. Here, there you go, girl. Now, today we're going to talk about schedules. These guys like to be on a basic schedule, kind of like autistic children. If you ever saw that movie, Rain Man, if you you can really see it in Romeo because when I go to take him out at night, I have to pull the chair up next to his cage with the door open, and then he will come and get into my hand. Any other way would scare him. You have to do it that way. So I'm slowly breaking him out of that, just like I broke him out of the cage. But at this point, you can't just reach in and take him out. He can't handle it. But he'll come down and get right on my hand as long as I bring open the cage a certain way, make sure he's on a certain side of the cage. I mean, it's a ritual actually. So these guys, they can get their wet food first or their dry food first. It can be either way, but there's a certain they have to have their bowls changed in there by a certain time or they get antsy. So the ones that come out in the morning know that they're going to be out in the morning and they come out in the afternoon. You can change it around a little bit. Like right now, Cecil is out with Lorelei, but sometimes it causes a little aggression if Lorelei gets over and starts preening. KK, I have to watch it. So, all right, you too. But they get used to a schedule. And you also have to make it so you can break the schedule a little bit if you have to go somewhere during the day that you can be gone a while without them. You go to work, right? They get used to that particular thing. And sometimes the fact that we have weekends off bothers them. You're gone for half the day and then all of a sudden you're there 2 days. But they eventually get used to that schedule too. But you can't alter the schedule too much. So if I were to put their food in, I mean, they get food at night because I'm here by myself. So they get food, so they'll have food in the morning if they want to eat. But if I were to put their morning food in at night and then not give them their afternoon, not give them food until the afternoon, they wouldn't be able to handle it. It's because they're used to the schedule. So they have to get food at night and food in the morning, and of course have their water bowls changed frequently. And they get used to patterns. A good example is right now I have only two birds drinking out of the Lixit bottles I bought. Bob drinks, he prefers to drink out of that. Takes his baths in his water bowl and he drinks the water out of the Lixit bottle. And then actually Cecil drinks out of it and so does KK. The rest of them, I change the water in there and use it to water plants. You know, dump the other water out and use it to water plants because they don't want to mess with the Lixit bottles. I think they know there's water in there because I've shown them how it works, but they're used to drinking out of the bowl. Again, they kind of got on the schedule, so. And you can use a calendar to schedule things. You can write down a schedule for the day and put it up. That's one way of doing it. Or you can use apps like Things or OmniFocus, which will, well, especially OmniFocus. OmniFocus you have to pay for though. I mean, you have to keep paying for it month by month, where with Things you can buy it once. And there's other ones too. They're all based on a thing called Getting Things Done, which is a method that one gentleman came up with and he taught it to CEOs of big companies originally so that they wouldn't be, desk wouldn't be loaded with paper and they could actually get something done. So it's a simple principle of organizing things into certain types of baskets, what can be done where, when you get an idea that hey, stop that. No, we're not doing that. Come here. Come here. Something else Cecil does. He starts bugging me. Over there. He starts pushing me with his beak. He goes over here when he does that. That's negative punishment. Taking away something to stop him to lessen or extinguish the behavior. Just don't try to grab my arm. No. He doesn't hurt me, but he just keeps slightly pinching my arm and trying to get my attention. You can have my attention, but you don't have to do it that way. No. So when you realize you need to do something, you put it in your inbox, and then some point during the day you go through your inbox and sort those things out when you think you can get them done. And it's good because you can put a schedule in there. Things like birds have to have their medicine in the morning, like I'm going to forget. They get their morning medicine in the morning and medicine at night. And it reminds me every day. If someone needs special medicine, I put that on the schedule so it pops up. Just in case. But other things like if you have something that pops up, like Lucy's eye might start acting funny sometimes, her right eye. So I'll put it on the schedule to check it and to actually check it close to make sure there's no redness or anything. She needs drop in her eye. But just the things you normally do, you put them in these apps and then they'll make sure that you get them done. OmniFocus is the most irritating. If you put something in there and give it a high priority, it will irritate you to death until you get it done. That doesn't mean you can't put it off. You can tell it that you want to put it off to the next day or something, but that's a conscious thing. I'm not going to do this now, even though I said I would. So you can write things on a calendar. You can make up a schedule for different days. If you can follow a schedule and the birds don't eat it, you wouldn't eat my schedule, would you? Would you eat my schedule? Would you? You might. Are they fun to eat? This is something that happens when people, it's this vacation thing that people do. I vaguely remember the last vacation I had was in 1982. I remember that year for some reason, but that was the last vacation I had. And you take off for a couple of weeks and people come back and find their birds are all confused because their whole schedule got changed. Okay, the way you're sitting, I can't focus the camera anywhere, so I'll do that. I see. So, oh, there goes Snowball. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You think so? You think so? And it can help you using those apps or the principle of that. You can do it with cards too. You can do like 3x5 cards and do it on there. There's a book called the book is called Getting Things Done or GTD, and it will give you more time because you learn to say, well, this is going to take 5 minutes. I can get done this done in an hour. That's going to take half an hour. And when you can you put those things into an app or into your cards, and you can just originally it was a card system, so you can say, well, I've got some free time. I've been home. Let me look at home, and then there's my 15 minutes. Oh, I can do this one. So you find out that you have a lot more time than you thought you had, right? Snowball. What are they doing? Something. You can tell I didn't get to clean the floor today. I was out making wood for them, so that's a higher priority. They have to have toys to play with. So
Today's
what you doing
Snowball
there?
is an engaged frisbee
Huh?
player.
Yep. He likes those small lids too, but can really only use them in here. They fall right through the cage bars. So work in his cage. Don't start that again, Cecil, or I'll move you. I know you don't understand. I know. You'll figure it out. Hey, Snowball. Anyone working with parrots always, I need more time. I need more time. And this method, getting things done, actually makes it so you have more time. That's it. Come here. Come here. Come on. Negative punishment again. There you go. Are you going to talk to her? I don't know. It's a good idea to talk to Laura. You press the button and it just does nothing there. Okay, you two. Let's start a little fight. Okay, move. No. I know, but she gets two. gets choo-choo. She does. She starts getting pushy.
Oh my. Umbrella accumulation on the Peaches t-shirt.
So,
Mm.
So one way or another, you need to find a way to better schedule your time so that you have more time for the birds. And using scheduling apps like that helps me because I need to get this done, but then I can prioritize it better because I've been in the habit of prioritizing things. And I can push something off maybe for half a day and get it done and get more time with them. Yeah, with
Oh,
you,
Mr.
Cecil.
Cecil is flirting with the fans out there and the viewers. Hi, Cecil. You're handsome. Yes, you do. Look at that sweetie boy.
Hi, Cecil.
Oh, Cecil, do you have a schedule?
He has his own plans, that's for sure.
Mm.
Don't you, Cecil? And then Lorelai, of course, has her plans.
Rosebud says her kitty Abby is on her lap, watching the birdies. Certainly something for kitties. So we can call on a few other chatters. I'm not sure where I stopped. Spirit Matter, hi to you. And then Calvin Thurston is also here. He has
Hey, Dennis.
written some comments about his cockatoo slugger and his bedtime schedule. He had obviously for bringing the homins into balance a 12-12 schedule for some time, but it didn't work. So, but the thing is, he has now already stopped it, but the bird already still chooses the time to go to bed. I think 6:30 is the time the bird just say now it's over and switches his basically the lights off.
Yeah, they do make their own
Mhm.
choices, that's for sure.
Nope, that's I think that's a bird thing. Like even my budgies do. Like when they say it's time to go to sleep or so, they just turn around or so and don't react anymore.
Let go. You're getting, no, no, you're getting, that's too much. Calm down. Calm down. No, no, wrong species. Come here. Come here.
Woodpecker KK doing his work again.
No, you can't grab my fingers like that and hold on to them. No, no. Likes me just a little too much. Little bird.
Yeah.
Having a schedule for them is important, but other things can take the place of it. Sometimes when it comes to their bedtime, if a bird needs to be out and hasn't been out because I've had something jump into my life, like a leak outside I'm dealing with now, and it's caused me to run late, it's more important for the bird to be out than for them to get to bed at a normal time. So, but you got to make those decisions. What's you are just grabbing a hold of my hand here. No, 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 not going to do that. No, not. Wrong species. Well, it's the wrong species. Little boy. Good bird. You've learned something, haven't you? You're being a good bird. I don't think we need vibrato on the camera. Thank you. What? What? You're the boy? Yes, of course you're the boy. You too. Sea salt. Sea salt. Are you sure about that?
Oh, hi, Shuggy.
In both of the apps I talked about, Things and OmniFocus let you create projects and projects where you can do things in parallel, which is to say that they don't have to be done in a particular order, or you can create a project where you have to do A, B, C, D, E in order. So that allows you to, and then you can schedule the individual bits of your project. So I have to get like, I have to go to Home Depot and buy these parts, and then I have to order this part in. And when all those parts are in, then I move to the next stage, which is so you go to the next stage. Okay, I've got all the parts now, and I can go out and do the oil change on the vehicle, right? So that might be as simple as just a couple of things that have to be done ahead of time. But then there's, you also have to make sure that you have the oil pan, the oil filter, and all that, all by the vehicles. All that's part of your plan. And and you create these so that you get things done without having to think about it. Okay, I've done this and I've done that. And when you finish one part, it pops up. This is the next thing you have to do. So it takes that thinking process out. Oh, I still got to do that. How many times do you do that during the day? Oh, I still have this to do. But if it's already in your plan, you won't be doing that anymore. You'll be having fun fighting with the birds that are all around your neck, right? You too. No, Lorelei. Don't. No, you're not going to start anything, you little minx. No. Mhm.
Jocelyn Triggle joined us. Welcome, Jocelyn.
Hi, Darwin. So if you're not using an app, you can make you can write out a project, and then you can look at that. Yeah, put them in a place where you go every day and by your desk or whatever, so that you know what the projects are for the day, and then you can check those things off until you get them done. What are you doing? You're trying to move this wing? Why? What's that all about? What's that all about? No, you don't need to do that. Are you trying to turn in that way? Okay. I would be definitely more alert if I had on my schedule every day if I had drink a cup of tea. You know? But today I try to rely on my own memory and I didn't get it done. So I'm just half asleep here, aren't I? Hmm? Am I half asleep? Hmm? Well, part of it was cutting wood outside. That was on my projects for today because they ran out of wood yesterday. I made the last toy I could make, so I gave myself a half hour to do that this morning. I have more to do, but I got enough done for a week. I cut up 30 feet of wood, so didn't I see some? Hmm.
Hi, Sugar. Sugary
Hello,
bird.
Sugar Bird. Sugar Bird? Did you say Sugar Bird?
The
Hmm?
shook, shook, shook,
Give you
shook
some.
bird. And the jazz bird in the background.
Are you gonna wake up and grace us with your presence over there, Jasmine? Huh?
Oh, there's Snowball. And his frisbee.
No.
Cutie pie. What are you doing? Watching the Moluccan aunties or cuddling with the frisbee? Or is this even a frisbee? Looks a little bit small.
It's a lid off a jar.
It's a
What are you
lid.
doing?
Mm. Well, that counts as a small frisbee.
That's what he started on. Okay, calm down. I don't want you to start grabbing my fingers. It's hard to get your. There you go. It's hard to get those claws off. I know. I know. Hard to use my right hand when you're banging on it over there, kid. There he goes.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking another thing that those apps can do for you is that, let's say there's someone you don't want to call, but you put them on the schedule. You're going to call them at a certain time during the day, and you can forget about it. You don't have to think, oh, I got to call them. Oh, I need to call this person. No, or I have to call this company. I don't want it. But it's on your schedule. You just forget about it. And then it'll pop up and you'll do it. And it'll be that. If you're going to do that to my arm, you're going to bend it back over there. I know you're just trying to get me to pet you, but this is not, I can't really pet you in that position. Your tail is in front of the screen. I can't see what I'm doing. Cecil, that's enough. Here we go. Negative punishment again.
Oh, see,
Snowball.
has still not found out that he's one of the flighted birds.
What? What? No. You don't need to force me to pet you. No, you don't. Okay, that's my arm you're climbing up. It's not a pole. Hey, don't do that. You're getting to be a bit testy sometimes. You need to chew on my wristband. What are you doing? Oh, so, oh, you're being a little pest. Watch it. Here, oh, Cecil. All right, here we go again. Want to talk to him, Snowball? Hmm? That's my ear. I know. I know. That's KK the bird.
Mhm. K. And that's nice ball.
I look at my notes here to make sure yeah, unpredictability is a thing that happens if you don't have a good schedule set up. So they could do things that you may not want them to do, like tear up your house, try to grab your arm to get your attention. But so if you establish a routine, there's a lot less of that. That's what they do with autistic children too. And these guys are functionally autistic, so they weren't they weren't hatched that way. I've had people who have autistic children arguing with me about that, but they don't understand. There's a difference between autism and functional autism. So if they know about when they're going to come out, they know what the day is going to be like, then they're more likely to work within that structure. But if it's not structured, you don't know what kind of behavior you're going to get. Yoo-hoo, that's my arm. That's my arm. Now that's something else I was going to mention, that picking a day of the week for certain things, like doing nails, is usually Sunday around here. If something gets in the way, it'll be Monday or Tuesday then, but usually it's Sunday when I do their nails. And when I do their nails, it's the same time as I run the extensive physical check, which doesn't take very long, about a minute to check over their bodies. But what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And keep your notes in a journal. There's a little app. I don't know if this is available on Google Play, but available on the iPhone. It's just called Diary, and it's a one-time fee. I don't remember. It wasn't much, $2 and $3 or something like that. And I just record things. You know, if a certain event happens, I record it in there, and you can search, so I can look back and under sugar, and then it will show me all the events that happened with sugar. I can look under Cecil and all the events and when they happened with Cecil. It lets me know that it's been 3 days since I've blown out the filters, because these have to be blown out every 3 days. If you saw how much dust came out of them, you'd know why. So having a diary app is good. Um, and some of those apps allow you to record with pictures too. Evernote allows you to record with pictures. Um, a couple of the diary apps allow you to take pictures or record video or record what apps you were using, that kind of thing. But if you have something that happens, you have a bird that started plucking or something on one part of their body, immediately take a picture. And if you have your phone set up to keep time and date, then you know when you caught it. So that is helpful. It's a way of taking a note without writing a bunch of things down too. So, and then set aside one day to evaluate everything. You know, what's been going on with your bird, even if it's just sitting down for 10 minutes and jotting notes in a notebook. This is what I saw during the week, and this is how I'm dealing with it. You just have to be by this. It makes it really hard for me to hold the phone. You know that? A little buffer time during the day is good. If you have a half an hour where you don't have anything scheduled, then you can take care of some little thing you plan to do later, or you can use it to do with something that to do something that came up during the day. Build a little buffer time into your schedule. Taking tasks that you have to do, like cleaning cages, preparing food, reordering supplies, that kind of thing. You can get them done in a batch where you just run through everything. It'll often give you more time.
Do you also have a poop diary?
Those are pictures. If I have somebody who has a weird looking poop, I take a picture of it.
Yeah, that was just what I was thinking because my budgie had for a day or two now a little issues, but I think that was highly likely to molting since they are in a molting cycle now. And what I've observed is that when their organism changes in that period, sometimes they have a little poopy issues, and then when it's gone after a day or two, then everything is fine, nothing to worry about. And so it was. But it's always good to know what's the base, how it should look.
Yeah, it's a good idea to take a picture of it when it's normal and then do comparisons later. Pictures, yeah, I don't know. In English, pictures might be worth 1,000 words. They're probably only worth 200 in German, but I know. I take pictures whenever they're necessary. I see something a little different. I know, I know all about you, KK. You're the KK bird, and I know. Well, I know a lot about you. I know everything about you. You're a good boy. Of all the tools I've used to try to organize in my life, OmniFocus is probably the best, but I just can't do the $10 a month. I think that's what it is now. Um, I understand they need to get money to keep their organization going, but I can't do it. So I use Things, and it does a good job, but it's a one time. You don't have to buy it once and that's it. There's no monthly fee. It doesn't harass you as much though. So when you gives you a notice to do something, you either have to put it off right then or you have to do it. So maybe that's a good thing for some people who less putting things off. Yeah, I know all about it, KK. The KK bird. Bird, what are you doing? Cecil, what are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? You haven't beat me with a toy lately. You're not going to beat me with that. You're just going to press it against my chin, huh? Hmm. Yeah, you're a silly boy. You know that? You know that?
Hmm. Oh, Cecil, you're so cute with your toy there.
Hi, Lorelai. What you doing?
She's Daddy's girl.
Hi, Lorelai. Hi, Cecil. Where's your toy? There's your
I
toy.
think he just thinks about how he could basically sit on your face without disturbing you.
I have to have a request.
Oh,
Cecil.
Rosebud just says she has found some soft toys for Cecil and will send them in the next package to the bird. So thank you very much for that. Now Cecil is super curious and expecting.
Cecil, yeah, you can always use new toys, can't you, Cecil?
Mm.
Something different. I'm trying sugar. I just have I can't see what I'm doing now. You need, hello?
Mm-hmm.
You should get off my hand. There. Trying to pet the sugar and I had him sitting on the phone. Take a bird. He'll hammer my knee now instead. Lorelei? Now, come on, it's not. But it's not.
Oh, it has orange and green colors. Mm. Oh, Cecil, think that something you really will like. And Sugar might steal some because she is now into toys.
Yeah, she sure is. She likes the box of tissues I gave her. You made a big mess, didn't you? Yeah, you made a big mess. Yeah, you can buy tissues at a dollar store, which is now $1.25, right? But it's only 8% inflation. Uh-huh. Um, but took her about a month to investigate it. When she finally did, there was tissues all over the bottom of her cage. She had fun pulling them out. Didn't you? You still have more. Have more. What kind of bird? That's it. No more talking? Yeah. What's up, Cecil? Hmm. Come here. Come right there. Hi. I can pet you better. Here. Is that what you want? That's what you wanted? Okay. What a good bird. What a good bird. something there. That's better. That's better. Mm-hmm. Lorelai's behaving herself. I know you want me to pet that pig. I know. Well, folks, we have lots of merchandise. Good stuff. Stop it, you two. Fighting. Lorelai. Yeah, I said you were behaving yourself. You were biding your time. We have lots of merchandise, cups and shirts and all kinds of stuff, huh? Sugar stuff? Sugar. And our link tree takes you pretty much everything you need to know about us, I guess. Huh? What do you think? To our website.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
thank
that's
you
what.
very much for showing up today and coming and talking in the chat or just listening or watching Sugar being pink and gorgeous.
You're a good girl, Sugar. Thanks, Amy, for your moderation. And
Thanks for the live stream, Dawn.
my pleasure. Next time I'll try to remember to drink my tea so I'm awake. Oh, speaking of awake.
It's Sugar. No, Jasmine waking up. Yes. Oh my. These birds.
Yeah. She knows it's that time. Time to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Loses.
So thanks for coming, everybody. I just posted the link for our link tree where you find everything. Our website, social media, merch, whatever you could use. So thank you very much to all our supporters and viewers. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for being here, and we